Good morning, 7th graders. It's week 5 of distance learning. We are on the home stretch now. We're almost done. Are you excited? Because I know I am. Let's get started. I will do your read aloud. All right, we are still talking about Fancy Nancy. That is our story right now. Like that's the last story, Fancy Nancy. And our connections focus that we are talking about is text-to-text connections with the stories that you read. And here is our story. The second day was way worse. When we arrived at the bus stop, Nick was already there. This time, he had a hot pink ballerina tutu hanging out of his book bag. Hot pink! The boys did not let that go. They incessantly taunted him. Hey, Fancy Nancy, got a hot date tonight? Where are your heels? You forget 'em? Nick tried to ignore them, but the other guys maneuvered closer to him after each sneer, ultimately getting close enough to shove him into the bench. He fell backwards and scraped his arm pretty badly. I couldn't understand why he stayed silent and took this abuse. All right, question number 1. What other story title sounds like it has the same main idea as this story? Would it be A, Jameer makes the team? B, Xavier is so extra? C, the shortcut? Or D, school is boring? What other title sounds like it has the same main idea as this story? Number 2, what is a main topic from the story? A boy with girl items. B, riding the bus. C, making friends. Or D, playing soccer. Which one of these is a main topic from this story? And number 3, what other books have you read that have strong connections to this? Give me a sentence down here. All right. And then our challenge, make a list of all the things you were thinking about after reading this part of the story. And of course, you're going to do that on the next page here, right up here. Just a couple things. You don't have to fill out all 10. All right. Next one. We're making connections between the world and a story that you read. The guys razzed me all day for my lack of participation in the so-called fun. They told me I had to prove myself by ambushing Fancy Nancy. After school, I went to find Nick and execute my orders. He didn't head to the bus as usual. Instead, he scurried down the street. I shadowed behind him, not sure if I'd go through with the plan. He stopped in front of the hospital and took out the tutu. He fluffed it with pride before he entered. He seemed pleased to be there. I, however, was terrified that the guys were tracking me to watch the attack. I decided to hide behind the nearest tree to wait until Nick came out. Question 1. Where did Nick go after school? A, to the bus. B, straight home. C, to the hospital. Or D, to practice? Number 2. Why was the narrator following Nick? A, he was nosy. B, he forgot something. C, he wanted to be Nick's friend. Or D, his friends demanded an ambush. Question 3, what connections can you make between this story and your world? Give me a quick sentence or two down here. And our challenge, do you plan to be a bully or a friend? Tell what you plan to do after you make your choice. And of course, and of course, you're going to put that right here, okay? All right, worksheet, next one. We can make connections between the story and opinions that you have. I nervously waited and battled my inner conscience. I didn't want to suffer the embarrassment that would follow if I didn't complete the task. After all, my friends said they'd blow up my Facebook with girly memes if I didn't do it. 15 minutes later, Nick emerged with a woman and a little girl. Maybe his mom and sister? The girl was in a wheelchair and was wearing a shiny purple scarf tied around her head. She had on a tutu and was holding the doll from the day before. They were for her, I thought to myself. It was clear by her appearance that she must have been sick, or maybe she still was. I'm sure Nick was bringing her some items to make her smile. Suddenly, I was overcome with emotion. Question 1. What is one opinion many readers will have about Nick? A. He's bossy. B. He's selfish. C. He's empathetic. Or D. He's shy. Question 2. How do people who are nice and kind feel about bullies? A. They think they are nice. B. They do not like bullies. C. They want to be friends. Or D. They think bullies are funny. Question 3. What are your opinions of this story so far? Give me a quick sentence right here. And number 4. Make a plan for what you will do if you see someone being bullied at your school. Record your answer on the next page up here. Okay? Last one. We can make connections between different characters in a story. I should have stood up for him. Why didn't I defend him? I couldn't help but feel shame and anger. I don't know why I cared so much about what the guys thought anyways. I knew at that very moment that my days on the sidelines just observing were over. I needed to be part of the solution, not the problem. The next day, I apologized to Nick and plunged into the unknown consequences of my decision to be a good human. I knew it would be worth whatever bullying would follow. Sometimes we have to do hard things simply because they are the right thing to do. It was time to take a stand. Question 1. What did the narrator decide to do at the end of the story? A. Leave the sidelines. B. Keep listening to his friends. C. Visit the hospital every day. Or D. Start buying toys. Question 2. How did the narrator feel about being on the sidelines? A. Anxious. B. Great. C. Shame. Or D. Elated. What choice would you make if you were the narrator, and why? Answer both of these questions. Look, there's 2 questions there. Answer both of them down here real quick. And number 4, do you plan to be a bully or a friend? Tell what you plan to do after you make your choice. And of course, you'll record your answer right here. All right, that's it. I want to remind you that pre-enrollment is due this Friday, May the 1st, so please get your pre-enrollment things done. Call the office or look it up on the internet. On our website, you can find the forms there. And then I have something else I want to show you that I hope I will see you all at. Next Thursday, May the 7th, we're going to be Dragon Main teacher style. From 4:30 to 5:30 p.m., the teachers and staff of Weatherford Public Schools will be lining downtown Main Street between Broadway and Bradley for a Dragging Main parade. Wave, honk, and say hi to your teachers. We encourage you to make signs, posters, or decorate your car to show your appreciation to teachers. I'll be down there. I hope to see you guys. Have a great summer, and I'll see you next year as 8th graders.